Hello and good morning. You are back with the crew, and thank you so much. Today, it's come to my attention that people like one coin or another coin or other coins. Today is a debate in my own head. One of the things that comes up a lot often is, well, I like Cardano or I like XRP or whatever your coin of choice is, Solana, whatever the deal may be. I get it. But when I talk to people about really getting down to brass tacks about crypto, there's a lot of speculative coins out there that is just pure speculation, okay? Pure speculation. Now I'm going to talk about my two favorite coins, and many of you already know what they both are. Not necessarily in any order, but they are for completely different reasons. And I'm trying to make this video just to be completely fair and honest and upfront with everybody. I like Bitcoin and I like XRP. I know half of you just shut the video off. I get it, but bear with me. By the end of this video, I think you're going to kind of more understand why it might be a good idea to have both. I understand if you don't have a lot of money, it's pretty difficult to buy Bitcoin right now. And your process might, or your thought process may be, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and make some money off crypto, off other cryptos, including XRP, and then I'll sell some of that, and maybe if I want to stash some money away on the side, I'm going to buy Bitcoin with it. Possibly that's your angle. I don't know. It's not a strategy, but it is a concept that I hear a lot. Either way, we're talking about the Bank of International Settlement. We're talking about central banking. Either way, one is going to be used as a collateral in that system, and the other one is going to transfer all that collateral all around the planet. That's how I look at it. I look at it in the most fundamental way possible of, well, one is the pitch and the fork, or the pitchfork, or shovels, okay, and axes that dig the gold out of the ground or move the ground around, and that's one of their purposes. The other one is the gold in the ground. In this case, has to be Bitcoin thus far, because let's look around the planet. Nation states are mining it. Corporations are purchasing it. Have you noticed how it's going down in price right now as we all speak, yet corporations are buying more of it than ever before? How is it that we find out about Cantor Fitzgerald? I've got a shed full of it. Everyone thought he said the S word. He said shed full of it. And it was amazing to me how many people were surprised that he owned it, that corporation owned it. Well, they're not going to tell you. Like I told you in the last video, the last couple of videos, Goldman Sachs is in. These people are in. They understand. These people will make a buck off two grandparents walking across the street. Which one will step across the street faster? They don't care what it is as long as it makes money. Well, let's ask ourselves, those of you who don't care for Bitcoin, whatever, what has made more money in the last 10 years? You could wait a long time, nothing. Okay, and now let's just say that we're getting a little more conservative in time, and it's sort of slowing down, and it's multiples of how much it's gone up. What is a better hedge against inflation than Bitcoin? If you're using a 10-year period of time, there isn't anything. So it's a storage of wealth in that sense. People ask me all the time, where does this guy get this idea? Well, those are the numbers. That's the facts on paper thus far. That doesn't mean next year is going to be the same production level. No, of course not. We know that that is what was. So now why do I think so highly of XRP? Well, this is a really easy one for me. Because 80 nation states and their banks and institutions are all adopting it, and it's going to be global. When you get to 80, you don't go back to 60. You go to 100. And then after 100, you go to 120, because the other 80 are going, oh, wait a minute, my old school banking archaic relic of a banking system costs me triple my overhead that yours is doing, and your 80 nations are out banking me for pennies. No, I'm going to go with the old school. No, it's adoption, and it's here, and it's coming, and it's all over the place. So we have two different adoption forms. One is a use case. In other words, using a cell phone or a laptop. Use case is transmitting it around the planet. The other one is a hedge against inflation. This is pretty simple. I'm trying to boil this down and make it as simple as possible. They have two totally different functions. I know what you're thinking. If you're a big-time XRP fan, you're thinking that 10 years from now, well, XRP is going to be the money of the world. Possibly. I could see that. In fact, I could see it obtaining the asset value of all things on the planet. But the one thing I do know is Bitcoin has been doing that for 15 years. All things have been equated in the value of Bitcoin more and more and more every day. That is occurring. That's not maybe going to happen. Okay? First adopter coming out of the box the way Bitcoin did, seldom ever is the one that makes it in the long run. I'll agree with that. However, in this case, so far, scoreboard, right? The other reason that I really like these two coins, and they've become so fundamental in the future of what we're doing with crypto, and that is, if you're going to fight City Hall, if you're going to go against the BIS and central banking, you better have a really good tool. You better have something invincible. You better have something that, like Ripple, has 900 employees and 80 nations that support it. You better have that. Because all of a sudden you're trying to tell central banking institutions that have been doing, BIS been around since 1944, that you have to change the way you've done business and manipulated and multiplied your billions into trillions of dollars. You have to do it differently now. That's not going to be easy for them, as you can imagine. So you better have a game changer, and you better have all your P's and Q's all lined up. And I can tell you right now, of all the crypto companies out there, nobody understands banking and crypto better than Ripple. And their coin of choice, XRP. Also, if that banking institution, which there's BRICS and many other people that really don't like the way they're doing all that business with that central banking system, there's a lot of people out there who don't care for it, and they would like a different system. That also works for XRP and Ripple. That can be tweaked or used instead of just the old school, replacing the old school SWIFT system. It creates its own new international, completely opaque to any other nation, in the sense that, well, I don't know what that guy's doing. It doesn't matter because he's doing it on this. We trust it. It's trustless. I got it. It's decentralized. At a top level, we can all transact and be kumbaya at the end of the weekend because we all trust each other's transactions. XRP and Ripple can pull that off, and you know that as well as I do if you watch my channel much. All that's been laid out. That math has already been thought of. It's not like, oh, well, there's this hole, that David Schwartz forgot. I'm sorry. He's figured that out. We figured that out. So either way, if the banking system completely does a reset, Ripple and XRP still could be the player in it. But let's say we go completely Mad Max. Okay? Nobody wants that. I hope that doesn't happen. I keep slinging dirt at each other's face around here, and it could happen. If that happens, this is just one man's humble opinion. You're going to want to have a secure homestead of some kind, obviously. But you're going to want to have gold. You're probably going to want to have silver. And in my opinion, you're going to want to have Bitcoin. Because that's understood already. I'm talking Mad Max this year, next year, or whatever. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. And now let's get into why I don't think Mad Max is going to happen. It was a great movie, by the way. The other one was good, too. Kurt Russell was That wasn't Mad Max. No, that was different. Anyway, it's not a movie review video. But it is going to be those fundamentals if we do go Mad Max. But if we go somewhere in between the two, all of those assets that I just named, okay, lead might be in there. I don't know what your angle is on that, but let's just go silver, gold, Bitcoin, XRP. All of those in a non-Mad Max world are going to be functional because they're going to have to start a network back up with these 80 nations, soon to be 120, and then soon to be 200 nations. They're going to have to revamp the thing back up. I don't see Lightning Network pulling that off. I just don't. I'm sorry. It's not likely. Could happen. They're getting better, and they are getting places. And I appreciate the hard work they're doing. And to run it all on Bitcoin, I think is not Bitcoin's best interest. That's my opinion. Okay? Let one be an asset. Let one be the railroad tracks. Again, my video. It's the concept in which I'm trying to explain to you. But if we have to, the people, the man, okay, Main Street, if we need to go up against global bankers, you're going to need both of those coins. You're going to need them because Cardano isn't going to pull that off. Okay? Sorry, Tron isn't going to be it. There's no way Solana would crash, as we all know. You need those two coins because the fundamentals of the banking of the two of them are solid in their own right. One is an outright commodity now. The other one is a banking institution globally. I know I'm repeating myself, but my God, people, I get the war of the cannons firing at each other constantly. If you get anything from this entire video, the one thing you need to get from this video is they're your ally. They're not your enemy. People who are telling you to hate the other coin, I'm sorry. We need to grow together. We need to support each other. We need to find a way to love or appreciate the technology of all the different coins so that we can make a difference. We being the people of the planet. I'm not talking about the people of one country. I'm not talking about just the BIS. I don't care what they think. I just don't. Okay? I really don't. Oh, well, we like this coin. I don't care. The adoption from you and I will overcome it all. And I talk about this in my videos, but proof of this, okay, I want to talk now proof of the fact that you changed the world, you changed politicians, and you changed governments is in the last 15 years, what has Bitcoin achieved? Oh, that's right. Politicians are now representing it. Do you think for 1 second that they wanted to support Bitcoin? No. They like the system the way it is. Print all the damn money they want. They don't want something that's scarce or finite. They want no part of that. What do they want? They want to keep printing digits until digits or more digits. Who made that happen? Did IBM decide that they were going to promote Bitcoin to these presidential candidates? No, you did. We did. We said, no, we like this because it's fair and it appears to be honest. Much as honesty can be. If you look at the code, it's pretty honest. Hasn't been cracked yet, so let's stay with it. My point is, you made the difference. You believed in the system. You used it enough. You believed in it enough. It's up to $20 trillion in transactions. Hello. They can't ignore the 800-pound gorilla in the room. And who's the next gorilla in the room? They cannot ever do digital banking in the future without 80 nations saying, hey, we got a better way. We like this way. Have you looked into this? This Ripple company has really helped us out. They have our best interest in mind. They're trying to make it cheaper for all the people that use it. It's a network and a railroad in which is fair and honest and decentralized. So if you're on either side of this fence, understand you don't have an enemy, you have an ally. And those allies are knocking doors down. Some are doing it with banks, some are doing it with politicians. And it's gonna come to both families, both sets of families who own separate coins. The way we approached promoting cryptocurrencies over the last 15 years, and that is insulting people, okay, because their lack of knowledge or understanding, or your coin not as good as my coin, it really needs to end. It's not been beneficial. It really makes us look like arrogant pricks. And it's got to end. It's up to us, okay? It's up to us to decide that you're going to be the better person and just say, okay, I can accept you for who you are and what you believe in. Let's go get them. Let's join together and make the world a better place together. With that, I want you to go out. I'm going to steal this from a man that taught me this, and my God, is it brilliant. And I love it, and I'm going to steal it from him. I want all of you to go out, and I want you to do something kind for someone today, and every day, and the next day. Just something little. You could just say something. You could just be something. You could do something. You don't need to take credit for it. Just make it happen for one person. Every day. Let's go out there and do it. And you'll find that what you get out of it is 10 times what they got from it. 10 times, at least. And it's a wonderful feeling that you get. Okay, guys, I want to talk about, I'm going to be the 17th and 18th of this month, August. We're going to be in Panama City Beach, Florida, for the 17th and 18th for a meetup, kick around, hang by the pool, chill with Allan, chill with Simon. And we're going to have a few people that are just going to be there chilling out and having fun. I know 6, 8, 10 of us already. So it's not going to be a big, 50, 100 people. It's just going to be really intimate, and we're going to be able to just talk about crypto, talk about infinite banking system, which is something I'm really into these days. If you're interested in infinite banking, or you ever want to become your own bank and you want to understand what that all means, look, Simon and I show up. We do a live 2-hour. We'll answer all your questions. We won't get off the live stream until we've answered all your questions. It's been like 2 hours almost every Tuesday night. I know a lot of people are getting a lot from it. There's people that have already signed up with people that are absolutely calling me and praising me for the communication in which I've set people up with them who can help them become their own bank. And if you don't know what it means to become your own bank, you should look into those videos on Tuesday night. With that, I love you all, and I am out.